Hi, Patsy. How are you tonight?
Hello. That's right. Second guessing myself here.
How are you? Hi, Kitty. How are you tonight? Hi, Julie. Hi, Carol. April. Hi, Ruth.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, the stream just didn't take off for some reason. So, a couple minutes passed, even though I started it at 6. Hi, Nancy. How are you tonight? How's everybody's first week? It's really the second week of January, I guess.
Awesome. I've been working on patterning. Making patterns.
Patterning.
Patterning. I just made that word up too. I don't know if that's what it's called.
What is it really called? Anybody know if you're making patterns?
Yeah.
Hi, Lisa. How are you? Lisa, we do a block of the week, so we're getting ready to continue on with that block of the week. You can download the patterns off of Quilters HQ
website. There's a link up at the top of the page for the pattern. I have to redo last week's pattern.
Hi, Kathy. Well, welcome. First time watching. Bridgeville, Pennsylvania, welcome. How's the weather up there?
Probably colder than it is here. It was really nice out today.
We are in Kansas City. So.
Welcome.
Hi, Carol. How are you? We'll wait a couple minutes for people to hop on. T-shirt. Ruth's been working on 3 T-shirt quilts. So.
Oh, not my favorite.
Yeah, some people like them and some don't. So
people love them. Robert would really love to have one. They're really heavy. He likes really heavy quilts, and I like it really cold. But
21 degrees in Pennsylvania. Ooh, yeah, we just got out of that weather. It's a little warmer here today in Kansas City. Hi, Diane. Hi, Judy Brennan. Welcome. Hi, Melissa. How are you tonight?
Put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so when
scammers call,
we're trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty call comes in.
John, I still have not been able to get the 1979 Trans Am with T-tops under warranty. I keep telling them,
Yep, that's my theory. If they're going to waste your time, you might as well waste theirs. So he told them. So I've always told him. I said I have a 1973 Chevy Impala. Well, they don't want to give you a warranty on a car that old. And so then he told him, what was it, a Lamborghini?
Yeah, I said, I want to get my 2020 Lamborghini Hurricane under warranty before it expires.
Which is like, what, $400,000
car? Know,
they don't want to insure that one either.
No,
so
they said, oh, you're good. Hung up.
Yeah, when you can get the telemarketers to hang up on you,
you're doing good.
You win, because eventually they'll get tired of wasting their time and
hopefully take you off the list, even though you asked to be taken off the list.
Yeah, they don't. Mm-hmm. I think there's a law that changed that now they can call on the cell phones instead of the.
And my grandma said something about where they relinquish telephone numbers to international countries for a certain period of time or something.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
So, who knows?
So Ruth was saying that you need to stabilize the back of those T-shirts. Yeah,
yes. Definitely. We have a product for that. I like really well. It's almost like a cheesecloth. It's so lightly woven, and it has a glue in it, so it fuses really well to the T-shirts to stabilize them. We try to keep that in stock, and it's not too expensive.
All right, well, gentlemen, I think we can probably get started here.
Okay, well, we are 3 stores. Windmill Sewing Center, Quilters HQ, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are windmillsewingcenter.com, quiltershq.com, and qhq2.com. We do this every week. We at 6 to 7 Central Time. We do sometimes have sales, and if you haven't shopped with us before, you should go to the website quiltershq.com and register for Make It Sew. That'll also sign you up for our mailing list, and you'll be notified. And be sure and like and follow and subscribe so that you get notified when we go live. Facebook is a little slower to respond than YouTube is, but you'll still get the notification. And these are recorded, so you can watch them later as well, but you miss out on the free giveaway that we do every week. And to win the free giveaway, you just got to comment, say hello, put an emoji out there, something, ask a question. Those work too. So this week's block, we are on, let's do announcements. So Let's Surge 1 is an 8-week program. We already had one weekend of that. It was a lot of fun. People are just loving that class. Beginning Quilt Piecing is 4 weekly programs on Friday, January 7th through the 28th. No, there was a date change for that. Is this the right one?
Hold on. Let me grab that on the printer.
We have AccuQuilt Club. That is the 3rd Thursday of every month. That is also recorded on YouTube. You can watch that later. We're starting a new project for that. I think we have all of the signups that we can take for kits on that one, but it's super cool. I can't really say it's super cool without bragging, because it's one that I designed, so I like it a lot, of course, right? I designed it, so. Diamond Skill Builder. So cute. And I left the bunny ears on my desk. For the Kimberbell. Will you grab it when you get a chance?
Not broadcasting to Facebook.
Uh-oh.
Did I have permission to impersonate the page? Well, moving on.
Okay. So apparently we're only on YouTube this time. Diamond Skill Builder, that's a class that's going to be here at Quilters HQ, taught by Vicki, and it starts January 27th. The cost for that class is $280, and that is one from Hoop Sisters. So that one is a Quilt As You Go project. So cute. We've got jelly rolls just for that class. New Table Runner Club. Yep.
Bunny ears?
Bunny ears. Table Runner Club. This is a new one that we're going to start. That will be $25 per class, or $200 for
Nice,
9 classes. And they're cute. Some of them are seasonal. Some of them are just, what you can use. But it's a really great way to meet other quilters and sewers in the area. Beginning Quilt Piecing. Fridays, April 21st to 22nd. This is a lot of announcements. Judy was busy. $60 for 4 classes. Beginning Quilting. This one is with the Walking Foot. That one is April 29th through May 20th for 4 classes. And we're going to do Let's Surge again in April. January 15th is this one. This is so cool. This is chenille that you make with your embroidery machine. This is a Kimberbell Club, January 15th, 10:30 to 12:30 at Windmill. Isn't that adorable? Hang that up for Easter. Applique, chenille, dimensional in the hoop project. The kit is $25. You do get one of the little hoops for the class, and a new educator for that one too. And then the February is a zipper pouch. It's a velveteen zipper pouch. So you'll do Ortoponto pineapple design. We'll have to get more information on that one. Okay, that was the announcements. That's so cute. Comment, give us a thumbs up for that one. The little bunny ears have texture.
Okay.
Okay. Nope, I need my pattern. This one. So this is block number 2A. We're starting the second row of our sampler quilt, and the rotary cuttings are included. This one actually has a template as well for rotary cutting. There's no rotary cutting for, cutting out a square and making these shapes. That's why we love AccuQuilt, because this cuts it out for you. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're only going to do one of these. So I'm going to cut all of these just because I'm right here and cutting, and you can see how quickly this goes. I'll use that one in a minute. And this is die number 15.
So Kathy would like some detailed classes using AccuQuilt. Just purchase a large number of dies. Good. We do a AccuQuilt club.
We
Kathy.
do.
Third Thursday of the month.
Is Kathy local or is
She's in Pennsylvania.
She's in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
So on our 10:30 club, we do shoot that live to YouTube. So join us there. And I've got a project to show you. I guess we could stop and do that. We can do that after. And I can talk a little bit about that one because that one was a really great one.
Hi, Julie. Welcome. Creative Needle. Hi, Karen. How are you tonight? So if you're just joining us, we're working on the block of the week. So this is going to be a 16-week project.
I'm missing one of my fabrics.
16-week, right? I think is how it came out.
Yes.
And these are 10-inch.
16-inch squares.
16-inch squares.
Made with the 8-inch cube.
4th week. Is this the 4th week?
5th week.
5th week. Okay. So we're starting the 5th block. There's 4 already out there.
Yep.
They should be on YouTube already. Hi, Kathy. How are you tonight? Hope you're doing okay.
Yep. The kit for this one is $6.99. And I need one more piece of fabric. Last piece. I love this block. This is a great
Hi, Cindy. How are you tonight?
Great color.
Sorry, we had some problems broadcasting to Facebook tonight. The page is acting up, so have to pick us up on YouTube. I posted on Facebook, so if you know anyone that was over on Facebook, they'll have to jump onto the YouTube tonight. Sorry about that.
That's weird.
Nothing like technology.
Well, there's so many hackers and stuff. They change daily with their security stuff.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
Does. Okay, so that's all of our diamond pieces. Save these for your Surge or Crazy quilt. We're done with that one, and then this one. And we need, how many of these? 16 of each one. And I know we can get 24 out of this. So there's 8 and 12.
Ruth was wanting to know when she'd be able to pick up the kits from tonight.
Tomorrow.
Should be ready tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
I know Carrie's been out a little bit. Hi, Judy. How are you? Or Jody, how are you tonight? Hi, Georgia. Hi, Carla. You're not late. You can always rewind.
Yep. This is live later. The thing I love about this is that it cuts both sides of the die when you're layering like this. So we needed how many? 16? Yep. So there's 12.
Let me show I'll show a picture of this week's block.
And there's 16. And we're only going to do...
Hi, Ann. How are you tonight? Welcome.
1/4 of this block because it would take too much time to sew the whole thing.
We do have a couple of giveaways tonight. So the way you get the giveaways is to comment. Did you say that already?
Oh, I thought we only had one.
Oh.
But
do we only have one? How many giveaways do we have?
One.
Okay, we only have one giveaway. Sorry. We have a giveaway tonight. We have some show and tells for you as well. And you may notice the quilt in the back.
Okay,
Talk
this must
about
be
that
plugged into the top one.
I think it has to go down here.
Or is it not? Okay.
How's that?
That's better.
Yeah, I don't know. We got one outlet that's acting up. Hi, Carla. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Sorry I had to post on Facebook for all the channels because Facebook isn't playing nice tonight with the restream. So, yeah. So, hey, Julie. Yeah, I know it's your first time on tonight. We're going to talk about a little bit about this quilt and kind of how it came about and what we might do with it in the future. Even.
Mm-hmm.
You could make it too.
You could.
Hi, Louise. How are you tonight?
So these just go on like this. So when you're doing this block, be sure and make sure your angles are going the right way. I've actually done this where I've sewed them this way. But this is the outside corner of this block. And so I'm just going to strip piece all these together. Not strip piece, just string pieced. All of these together. They line up perfectly. I don't have my magnet though, so I'm going to have to pay more attention to where I'm sewing. That's not actually that bad. This machine has a line for the 1/4 inch that works really well. See, I almost did it again.
Looking for the airfill for the Thread of the Month Club.
Yep, they've actually got those boxes are on back order again.
Yeah, Louise, the Facebook isn't streaming correctly tonight. So, have to stay on YouTube. It didn't post to the stream doesn't post to the Facebook tonight. There's an issue with the page we got to go figure out. So, I'm not sure why it did that, but it just started doing that tonight. So, I think they changed the permissions today or something.
Yep, probably.
Sorry about that.
Last one, then we're going to clip these and iron them. Not going to use the multi-function finger presser tool on these because I'm sewing on the bias and I don't want that seam to stretch. Okay, let's just press these really quick.
Hi, Corinne. How are you?
You could make, this is a great scrap buster if you just make this block. So if you have all kinds of pieces of scraps that you have laying around, or not necessarily laying around, but in your sewing studio.
Hi, Karen. How are you tonight?
You can make this portion of the block just repeated, and it will make a really pretty quilt just by itself. My pedal's trying to get away. Oops, I'm threaded. Came unthreaded. Let me do this again. So what did everybody work on over their holiday weekend? I did some sewing.
Yeah, she did quite a bit of sewing. Which die are you using?
These are dies numbers, 14 and 15 from the 8-inch angles.
And we do have, did we have a holiday yet? It already went by.
It was nice.
I did ask somebody if they saw October or September because I really don't know what happened to those 2 months.
I know, they're missing in action.
They are. Carla's been paper piecing.
Nice.
What was the kit price, huh?
$6.99.
And we can hold those kits for you if you're out of town. Like we can ship 4 if you want.
Save your shipping.
Oh, nice. Making a child's quilt to donate to the police department. Nice. That's great, Kathy.
Quilters are the most generous people.
Yeah, you guys are some of the best community ever. Karen's working on a Tumblr quilt.
Those are fun. What size tumbler are you using? Okay.
Corinne is working on finishing up her Amish sampler from last sew along.
So a couple ways you can piece these together. So I did them just the opposite of this. But if you were to make a quilt like this, this would be really pretty. Our layout is just the opposite. Our layout is like this. So we have these really pretty stars. Since this is a patriotic quilt, stars are always good. So we're just
pretty cool. I mean, that's what's always so amazing about quilts. You can just flip the block around. You get a totally different
look.
Yeah. Karen said she was using an AccuQuilt die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Julie's making her neighbor a baby quilt. That's also very fun.
Those are fun.
Hi, Mary from Topeka. Welcome. Hi, Miranda. How are you tonight? Sorry, guys, about the Facebook. It just didn't want to stream right tonight. Page issue. We'll get it worked out.
I think I know what the problem is.
So somebody was asking, do we have a list of places to donate quilts right now?
I know that there are several charities looking for quilts, but some of them have size requirements. Like Project Linus is always looking for donations, but we can work on getting a list together. I think I am gonna, no, I don't need to. There we go. Just trying to get this to nest properly so that our center seams line up, and that makes the rest of our seams line up.
Yeah, Beverly, I was going to send you a message. I know you're usually on Facebook, so kind of posted it there. Sorry about that. Kathy, Kathy just got her AccuQuilt.
Oh, nice.
And so she used the new AccuQuilt die to make bowl koozies. So, love that.
Nice.
It's always great to see people when they first get their AccuQuilt, all the stuff that they can make with it, and how easy it makes their life. So,
Gonna run a quick press on this, and then I'll show you what our quarter block is gonna look like. So we're not making the whole block, we're only going to make a portion of it, and that is what each portion is going to look like. And then you'll sew them together in that format.
and again, the instructions
Is on the
include
website. Yep.
AccuQuilt and Rotary?
And Rotary Cutting. So
Yeah.
if you don't have an AccuQuilt, you can still cut this out to make it. So I'm going to move this out of the way. This is another AccuQuilt project. And they would probably like to stone me for saying this about one of their dies. But they have a log cabin die. I've tried it. This way is better. And this pattern is out there on the website. We did the SKU number last week, but I don't remember what it is. This is one of your scrap buster quilts. Yeah, if you would. Or I can probably lay it out here enough for them to see. There we go. That's good enough. And so this pattern is on the website. It is for just one block. There are so many layouts that you can do with a log cabin. And I have lots of scraps. So when I buy fabric, I tend to buy extra because sometimes I mess up. Sometimes the fabric is just so pretty I want to have extra just to, look at it. But, so these pieces out of this quilt were fabrics that were left over from other projects, not really big enough to do anything with. Some of them were like this big. So, but it was with the fabric. And so with this, you can go out to our website. This pattern is there, and the way you make this one is, this is a 12.5 inch block. So you cut your width of fabric 12.5 inches, just like these pieces are cut with the fabric, but you cut it precisely. So when you're rotary cutting, you're going to cut your width of fabric exactly the size that you need, and then you're just simply going to fan fold it like this over your die, and you use the 1.5 inch strip die, and when you cut, you have the exact size piece that you need, and it's also on the straight grain. So if you've ever made a log cabin with a jelly roll, that stuff stretches and it's hard to sew and kind of moves on you. When you do it this way, sewing these together, I did this 2 days.
Yeah, Saturday and Sunday you worked on it a little bit Saturday,
yeah.
Quite a bit on Saturday and quite a bit on Sunday.
So I used 2 with the fabric. So I had a little bit of this teal and this brown. So, this was 12.5, this was 11.5, and 11.5, 10.5. And so I used 2 with the fabrics, and that gave me 52 blocks. This one is 6x6, so 36. I had enough to make like a small lap quilt as well, which I did sew together. I don't have it here. But this is I like this layout for the log cabins. So I did it the same way. I still have more fabric, so I'm going to do a 6 inch, will you grab that? It's over there. The smaller one. It uses the small one though.
The small quilt?
Yeah. So I'm going to do another one using the 1 inch log cabin, which will give me 1/2 inch logs. And Robert's grabbing another one that I did. I'm addicted to log cabins because I have a lot of that one. I have a lot of just little pieces of fabric that I can't bring myself to throw them away. So let's put it up here. So simply because, it's pretty fabric and, I paid for it, and, some fabrics are kind of pricey, right? And so I don't really want to throw them away, but they're not really big enough to do anything with. So these are 1/2 inch logs. So you can kind of see right here how big they are. And so I'm doing another one, not necessarily this layout. I'm going to make them all lay the same way, but this is another layout that you can do with a log cabin. And I just went on Pinterest, looked for inspiration. This one, some of your blocks are going to be just all one square color and all one square black. So I do have a pattern for this. I might go ahead and just pattern it. Is that what it's called? Patterning it? I don't know. Somebody out there tell me what it is. When you make a pattern, what is it called? So, but yeah, these are really fun to do. They go together really fast. So if you haven't made one, the only thing that I would caution you on, make sure your 1/4 inch is right, and make sure that you adjust your presser foot pressure, that your pieces aren't ending up different lengths. Before you adjust your presser foot pressure, you want to make sure that your 1/4 inch is right, because when you're laying these out, when you lay down the next log on your log cabin, it'll be longer because your 1/4 inch isn't right. So that would be one. Definitely take your ruler, put it directly under your needle with the 1/4 inch, and then make sure your guide, if you're using a foot, make sure your foot is exactly in the right position, because I have a brother and I've sewn on the Elmas here. Even though it says 1/4 inch, it's a scant 1/4. And on these, you want a true 1/4 inch. So that's my advice on log cabins. They're worth it. They're beautiful quilts. I've made 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And I'll still make more, because it's just, it's one of those projects, you don't need a lot of brain power. So you can just cut these pieces out, stack them up in their piles by the cut. So you've got your 2 1-inch, 1.5 inch squares. You just sew those together, and then you're just sewing on in a circle. So you just sew 2 colors, or 1 color, and then 1 color, and then 2 lights. And so then you're sewing 2 darks, 2 lights, 2 darks, 2 lights, and you really don't have to think a lot about it, and you just sew them all at once. And then
Debbie said no brain power, right up the line.
right up. You can, I can't condone drinking and sewing, because, you might sew yourself into the quilt, or leave some DNA evidence and blood in the quilt. But
yeah, I mean, Ruth made a good point too. I mean, you could use a bigger die too, right? So you can make them.
Yeah.
They don't have to be that strip size.
No, they don't have to be the strip size. I like the 1.5, because it just gives you that real log cabin look. I don't really like miniature quilting, because those pieces are too small. I do like doing the 1-inch log cabin. I make a 6-inch block. That's what those were. And so you're just sewing small pieces. So you're not, when you get out here to these 12.5 inch pieces, you're sewing long strips. And, you have more blocks. And I guess the sewing time is all the same, but it just seems like it goes faster.
We should hold this one up, because it really does play. I mean, what I thought was interesting is how it came out plays with your eye, right? I mean, so.
Well, point out what you like about it.
Well, I mean, it just played with your eye with the colors, right? I mean, how it forms the patterns I thought was really neat. So I love the teal in it.
Yeah. So you always end up with this little, when you do this layout, you always end up with this kind of X on both of your colors. So
you had a lot of fun doing this one, though, putting it together.
Yeah, I had my iPad down there set up, and I was watching X-Files. Or more listening to X-Files, but sometimes I listen to music. But so I brought this one in. This is bigger than I want to quilt on my sit-down quilting machine, so I gotta find a backing for it. And
is there any special with backing when you're doing a log cabin like that? I mean, with the different colors in it, and it's kind of your
sky's the limit.
Something that fits the colors.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really easy to pick out this kind of a pale backing and put on it, and would make it really neutral. And that's probably what I'll do with this one, because this one will be in the store and eventually we'll sell it, but yeah. Or maybe not. Might, you know. Who knows what we'll do with it.
Yeah, who knows? Talk about throwing it on the bed even, I think. That's what you...
Yeah,
like
it's
that,
not
so.
quite big enough for our bed, but
Yeah.
okay. So log cabins. Who wants to make another one? Give us a comment. Let us know if you've made a log cabin, haven't made a log cabin, or are planning to make one.
Or now have inspiration to make one.
Or now have
says she may have
inspiration.
to try it. So
These are super easy, and the class that we did should be on YouTube as a live. So check that out, because I actually did cut some of these blocks out on that class. We have 2 sessions. We only record the morning session, but the evening session, so the morning session I cut out the color fabrics, and then the evening I cut out the afternoon fabrics. So I cut this whole quilt out plus a lap size quilt in an hour. That's how quickly this method goes. I mean, no time at all. And you can make, these make great gifts. So you could, if you have AccuQuilt, you could pre-cut, so you could take your scraps. And I seriously, when I picked out my colors, I was picking out stuff that I am never going to use in another quilt for sure. So I was like, oh, that's a dog. I'm going to pull that one out. But once
everybody
you,
has those, right?
yeah. So once you pull all of your fabrics out, pick out the ones you like the least and turn it into a quilt, because this turned out really pretty. Mm-hmm. And, you know, it doesn't matter what colors. I tried to pick a variety of colors. I mean, there's a couple of blacks. There's these stars that I'm never going to use that fabric. And I think I used all of it. So, yeah. And you know what else it creates? Room for more fabric. Which we can never have enough. Okay, this one. Did you get up close? You have to get up close.
Well, I was going to come around.
Okay.
Did you want to talk about the thread club really quick?
Yes.
I think we're out of the boxes still. So
the boxes are on back order again. But we do still have it. We can still sell you one and give you the box when they come in. It's $20. Comes with a spool of white. We'll probably have to reevaluate that. Well, maybe not. We'll just leave it at $20, and you can take 20% off. This month's color is Twilight, and it is color number 6733. I picked it because it reminds me of the sky right before, well, at twilight, duh.
It's live, folks. What was the number again?
6733. So at this time of year, this is the color of the sky. So I'm taking my inspiration. It's a really beautiful color, though. I don't think the sky is this beautiful at twilight in the winter.
So how, if it's, there's some new ladies on the show tonight, so talk about how you get registered, and you can be part of the Thread of the Month Club, so make sure to let us know.
So if you haven't shopped with us before, you need to go to quiltershq.com. Up at the top of the page, when all of this is over, at the top of the page, there is a little link that says register for Make It Sew, and put your information in. And so if you purchase from us, that gives us your information. We will email you an invoice for the items, like the color of the month. It's 15% off. These are $13.59. And so the color of the month is always 15% off. If you're in the Thread Club, it's 20% off. So we will email you an invoice, and you can pay with PayPal or a credit card, and then we will ship it to you. And so
if you are out of state, it's better to kind of add, your orders together. And our
Yep, because over $75 shipping is free. Yeah. Airfill thread is going up. They had a significant increase in price. Of course, everybody is raising their price. Seems like we get an email every week that somebody is raising their price. Moda's raising their price. QT Fabrics is raising their price. Benartex is raising their price. So all of our fabrics, this is Italian thread, so all of our thread is imported. Shipping is very expensive. So the price on the thread is going to be $14.99. So, and I've looked, other places have already raised their price. We're keeping it at this price until our next order comes in, which I would say by Monday, all of the thread's going to be at the new price. So
we had a couple questions, some viewer questions here. So Corinne was asking if you're already in the thread club, is it an annual membership or are you just in there forever?
You're just in there. If you need another box, it's $20.
Corinne, you're good to go.
But yeah, we're not tracking how many spools of thread you buy. But that 20% off is going to be handy now because $14.99 is what, 70 cents off? Maybe no. Yeah, 70 cents off a spool.
So Ruth was asking, so if you're in the thread club, can you get it at any color at 20% off?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So we don't care. Whatever color you want, go ahead and put it in. If you're in the thread club and you want to order now, send us an email at support@quiltershq.com and we will get that in for you and let us know you're in the thread club. So we can check. We make a note when you are, but to take advantage of the price. They're $13.59, so they're going up almost $1.50.
Darlene loved your log cabin quilt.
Oh, thank you.
Carla was asking, do you have any of the 5/8 packages from last week? What did we do last week?
5/8
5-8. I don't remember what we did last week, Carla.
Didn't we do the thread or the fabric sale?
Yeah, we did do fabric sale last week. Fat eights?
Fat eights.
Oh, that's what she's asking. Okay.
Nope, we are out of those.
Those sold really quick.
Those were left over from our previous sew along.
Yeah, so I mean, we probably will have more of them coming up, but we don't have any right at the moment.
Yeah, we could make some.
We might make some, yeah. So,
but we do have other Fat Eighth bundles. We have one that's Christmas that we could discount. So yeah, I love Fat Eighth bundles. It gives you just,
great values in there.
It's a little bit of fabric, and you get all of the fabrics. So, and they're like half the price. So, as a fat quarter bundle. I mean, the fat quarter bundles can be, $130, $140, and some of them are $160 for a fat quarter bundle. But a fat eighth bundle, they're usually around $80, which is a little more palatable. So, thread.
Let's see here. Any other questions? Okay.
So I think I'm going to do a real curvy pattern in this.
For the quilting pattern?
Yeah, the one that I've really liked is this swirl pattern. Anytime you're doing a really geometric quilt like this, you want to use a curvy pattern because it kind of breaks it up. And if you have a quilt like this one up here that's not geometric, you want to use a very geometric pattern because it gives form to those wide open areas. And the other quilt that I brought in to quilt was my cross-stitched embroidery quilt. I'm really excited about that one.
Do you want to show it?
We can show it.
I can get it.
Do you know where it is? It's in that box.
Yeah. I know where it's at.
So this is one. It's all embroidery. It's not my pattern, so we can't sell it. I got it from. It wasn't just cross stitch. It was. I can't think of the name of it. I can see it. I just can't spit it out. So we're doing all kinds of show and tell tonight.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to start the year off that way and get some inspiration going for.
Yep. So this one's
some things you're going to work on this year too. You know?
So I need to really iron this really well before I quilt it. And some of you may know I have a really big hoop. I have a commercial embroidery machine that has a very large hoop, so I can do all of these panels in one hooping. And so this took me 3 hoopings, and I tried to line it up where I could do it all at once, but I wasn't able to that well because it's so far along. But I was able to break up this pattern so that I only had these really small, so I had these two places here and this one, and then down at the bottom to line up. And so what I did was, with some hand sewing, I did a ladder stitch everywhere there was a cross stitch and linked those up so that these would line up perfectly, and then I just put it on the sewing machine and sewed the rest of it. And I'm going to do just a real simple cross hatch on this, and I am going to quilt over the embroidery. I have no problem doing that, so it'll be fine. It'll actually disappear. I'm going to use a color that blends real well with the background, but I'm going to do a little bit tighter, and I am going to quilt this on a polyester batting, because if I ever, you know, after a while, it's going to hang up, it's going to get dusty, you don't want to throw it in the washing machine. I do not want this to shrink. So
the polyester batting will keep it from doing that versus
right.
The cotton will make it shrink.
The cotton batting always shrinks anywhere from 2 to 5%, and with this cross stitch, I always want it to stay flat. So I'm just going to use a cotton or a polyester batting. Don't have to worry about that. And this is just
you know, Joan, I think we're probably going to have some time available on the Quilt Master coming up. So, I mean, if you do have a quilt, we do have definitely got some room in the queue starting the first of the year. So, we should be able to get some of these in and get them quilted so we can do finish show and tell, which would be really cool.
Yeah, and so these are my quilts. I don't really like to cut and line. So, if it's a store quilt that we need for a project, then we will do that. You know, ask the quilter to stay late and finish it up. But for my stuff, I wait in line just like everybody else. So unless I come in on a Saturday and do it myself, which I'm probably not going to, but sometimes.
Probably so.
Yeah. So, but this is really fun. So Stoney Creek, I did it.
Hey, there you go.
This is a Stoney Creek Afghan pattern. And so I have a software that you can actually digitize, and it is X by X by X by X. You have to click. So it took me a while to digitize this, but worth it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful when it's done. So.
Yeah, not gonna hand sew something like this for me. Not my thing.
All right, so we move on to the embroidery quilt, and then we can talk about.
So we are in a position to actually do this. So this is a lady from Russia. You have to get really close because I did this. I could have done this in a darker gold. So it's really dainty, and it has this really heirloom look. And so I love the thought of women helping women, right? Because so many men own businesses, and women are, self-employed, and we're doing our own thing. Let's get really close so you can really see just how beautiful these blocks are. And so this is a lady from Russia. I have an agreement with her. We haven't done it yet, but we can sell these on consignment for her on our website, and you can download them and make the quilts yourself. This was actually embroidery trapunto, so it's supposed to have, if I had done it the way that she had outlined it in her instructions, there would have been some additional batting under each of these that you cut away. I didn't want to spend that much time. I thought the pattern was beautiful on its own. So I just did them in kind of a gold color with these little pink roses, and by coincidence we happen to have this fabric, which has been sold out for a while now, that matched perfectly. So we can get these going up on the website, and she does beautiful work. These sew out so beautiful, and get those out there for you to download. I mean, this one is a 10 by 10. So if you have an embroidery machine that has a really large hoop, you can do these. But they also come in 6, 8, 10. I don't know if they come in 12 or not. But it's not one you can enlarge a lot because there's just these little chain stitches around here. But the stitches in them are beautiful. And then there's like this extra heavy stitching in some of these that it's just a beautiful quilt. I wish I had done it, but she does a much better job than I do digitizing. They're just amazing work. And love it. Love, love, love this quilt. So that's something you can look for in the future from us. I think we did these in another colorway, blue and silver.
Yeah, that was really cool. And you always wanted to do, what did you say, dark wood or what's it called? Silver wood?
Wedgwood.
Wedgwood, okay.
You know, the blue and white that you see in Wedgwood pottery, I guess that's what you'd call it. It's not really pottery, but sort of is. So it's like blue with a white relief. I think that would be really pretty in this too, to just embroidery in white on like a blue fabric. That would be stunning. So look for that this year coming up, and know that you are supporting another businesswoman. So I love women helping women.
Well, Joan, I think we've come to probably about time for the giveaway.
Oh, giveaway.
Tonight.
Compliments of Moda.
So make sure that you have commented so that we can get a giveaway to you. If you have not registered with us, we'll need to go register on Quilters HQ.
This is the Nantucket mini charm bag. I don't think that the Nantucket fabric is out yet. So comes with pattern zipper. You do have to supply the white for this. So you get the pattern to make this little zipper pouch. It's really cute. And they give you this little charm. I really like the charm.
That's pretty cool.
I know, for the zipper pull. Yeah. But that's our giveaway for tonight. Tells you how to make it. This is a super easy pattern too. Yep. Very easy. Just another project that you can do with these. And we have tons of these. These are so useful. I mean, do a quilt. You don't want to cut cornerstones. They're already cut for you. Let me put that in the right way. We just need a winner.
Yeah, just waiting here.
So embroidery is one of my favorite things to do. Embroidered quilts, really, or, you know, I always think I'm going to do the Kimberbell, and I do have some kits for it, but
Julie's Creative Needle.
Julie's Creative Needle. Let me put it down. Yeah. Julie, please go to the website and register for Make It So that we can send this to you. Okay. That is it for us tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show and tells and the little mini lesson on how to do this. I really encourage you to do this. This is so easy. And even if you don't have an AccuQuilt, you can still cut your width of fabric out and then just use your ruler and cut those strips out, and you'll be done so much faster than, say, I hate to name names, but using the Creative Grids ruler, or I think there's another one out there where you sew it on and then you trim. No. Don't do it that way. Do it this way. And I'm still pulling threads out of that. So, congratulations, Julie's Creative Needle. Thank you for...
It's next Thursday, right? AccuQuilt Club?
Yes. New pattern. We're starting a new project. I think I am out of kits for it, but it's like 8 or 9 fabrics, and we can help you pick some out if you want. But it'll be a really fun project.
It's a great time to get in if you are interested in the AccuQuilt Club.
Yes.
Because you're starting a new one. So
the pattern is free, and it's one that I designed, so you're not going to find it anywhere else. And a lot of interest in it. So,
and it will be on YouTube. So,
and it will be on YouTube. We can start a separate download place for that on the website. So all of our patterns are free. We're talking about having them on, for bundled. Once we bundle and print them, they will be for sale though. So
I think that's it for us, Joan, in the second week of January.
Thank you everyone for joining us tonight.
Remember to change your needle.
Change your needle. If you've been sewing all week like I have.
Change your needle.
I'm due. This was a lot of piecing.
Check your thread path.
Good night, everyone.
The club is on the HQ site. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you want to watch the AccuQuilt Club, it's on JoanSews YouTube channel. So you can find it there. It'll be in one of the live streams.
All right, that's it for us tonight, guys. Enjoy your week.
Good night.
Be safe out there.